up, y'all? Thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is Leah, and let's talk about Lisa Rinna spiraling on the internet. She posted this cryptic video talking about production, and then she made a post on her story about production. So I'm going to play the video for you guys first, and then I'm also going to read her Insta story, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. So let's get into it.
Right now. Like, it's not even happening on the show. It's happening online. Don't you find it interesting that it's happening right before the Aspen stuff is going to happen? Because it's going to happen. But I find it so interesting that, yeah.
Is it a coinky-dink that the producer of our show now was the producer of Vanderpump Rules when all that shit went down over there online in the press and such? I don't know. I have a little detective inside of me that goes, when bullshit's happening and it's being placed on people and me, I go, wait a second, why? Why is that happening? So I'm just putting 2, 3, 4, and 5 together and I'm going, oh.
So then Lisa posted this to her stories, and it goes, I was Lisa effing Rinna before Housewives, and I will be Lisa effing Rinna after Housewives. Okay, so here are my thoughts as it pertains to this whole situation. I don't fault Lisa Rinna for saying put some respect on my name. Like, she wouldn't be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills if she was not, in fact, Lisa Rinna. Like, they would not have asked her to be on the show. She's on the show because she's Lisa Rinna, because she was a noticeable face, and people were probably interested in her to some point. I don't have I don't have a problem with her doing her Instagram story and saying, like, I feel like something is afoot. The same people who were in production when Lisa Vanderpump was around, and we had all that situation with Puppygate and things being leaked to the press and this and yada, yada, yada. Now we have this situation with Jax because they're around, and then they don't show the episode for the Aspen trip, and this all is going down before the Aspen trip. And now people are trying to say that me and my friends, i.e., Erica and Diana, we're the ones who are attacking Jax, and we're not the ones. So I really feel like there's some BS going on. I don't fault her for saying that, because as someone who follows people who work in production and who have kind of like peeled the what is it? Is it like draw back the curtain? I think that's the saying of like what's going on or what happens in production, where there are storylines and you have a PA helping you to curate your storyline so people understand your point of view and where you're coming from. And even there have been times on actual shows where we see production trying to help draw the story or push the story along, or help, or even step in when they feel like something is moving weird or something's not right. We saw it on Portia Family Matters. I've seen it on some of the Real Housewives shows on Bravo. Oh, we saw it last season with Teresa when she went off on production when they were trying to get Louis, or like make her feel uncomfortable about Louis, or the whole Louis situation and stuff like that. So I don't fault her. I don't fault Lisa Rinna for being like, I feel like something is shady, because like I said, I feel like they're doing something, because why did we not have an episode? I don't know if they were trying to like give time to let people calm down and breathe and take a moment and really adjust to what was happening to Jax, and hoping that like things would subside, or if they are editing things weird or taking things out or adding things in, because I remember people used to say that all the time, but it didn't hit me that was like, because I did believe it, but it really didn't like hit me, and I really believed it until it was RuPaul's Drag Race season 12 and that whole Sherry Pie situation happened. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, but season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Sherry Pie was a comedic drag queen that everybody thought was going to win because she was very campy, very witty, and like people actually liked her outfits on the runway. She was doing very well in challenges. But then before the season aired, she got exposed. A bunch of men came out, young men came out, talking about how she basically was like coercing them or being like sexually harassing them, and like trying to like blackmail them with nudes and all this other stuff. If you want to check it out, you can definitely like Google it or go on YouTube, because there were so many creators who were like following the stories and like giving their take on it and actually had proof from people. But a lot of people like released a whole bunch of stuff, and what VH1 and the production people did at RuPaul's Drag Race is damn near edit the lady out. We low-key didn't even see her runways like that. Normally the girls get like a good like maybe 40 seconds on the runway, especially you get longer times once they start like kicking contestants off. But we would see Sherry in a blink of an eye. There was times where she would have a conversation with another castmate, and like she would be talking and they would still have her audio, but you would just see a hand of hers or a shoulder. So I do know production is capable of going back and re-editing videos and like an episode and showcasing that. We even saw it with Kenya when she wore the native garb, well, the offensive native garb, and they damn near edited her out. So we know that they can do that. So I do know that I do feel like that's what they're probably doing. And the whole Aspen trip was supposed to be like the takedown of Kathy Hilton, as well as it was supposed to be spearheaded by Erica and Lisa Rinna. But since this situation came out, a lot of people are like, I think Lisa Rinna is feeling like because everyone hates them or like they're no longer fan favorites or people aren't on their side, I think Lisa feels like they're going to edit it that way. Like they're going to start following what the fans want to see, which would probably be the takedown of Lisa Rinna. That's what I'm getting. I don't fault her for feeling like that's like something is going on. But what I do have an issue with is Lisa Rinna is 59, and there's no reason for you to be on the internet voicing these concerns. Like, do you not have a group chat? Do you not have like a journal? Like, I don't think it has clicked in Lisa's mind that you're experiencing these things because of the way you've been moving on the internet. And I remember watching someone, I think it was Nikki Star TV, where she talked about how Lisa Rinna's career could have been totally different if she not have gotten on this show and have portrayed herself in this way. She has done herself a disservice. And I think so. And I think the testament to that is her trying to hawk these products like Rinna Beauty and Rinna Rose. I don't think Rinna Beauty or Rinna Rose is ever going to be like a Kenya Moore hair care or a Skinny Girl like Margaritas or Teresa cookbook. And the reason why I say that, and I'll push Bethany out the way, and we'll talk, and I'll use Kenya and Teresa as examples. Kenya is the villain on Real Housewives of Atlanta. People see her as such. But Kenya's business, Kenya Moore Hair, has been thriving. She's in CVS. She's trying to be in Walmart. And that's because she has, I've never used her products, but a lot of people who have used her products have said that her product is good, as well as Kenya is not a disaster on this off the show. People have met Kenya in person and have talked about how kind and how like relatable and how sweet she is off the show. A lot of people can't say that about Lisa Rinna, and Team Twirl will defend their Queen Twirl until the day that they die. Same with Teresa. A lot of people think Teresa is crazy. A lot of people think the way that Teresa moves on Real Housewives of New Jersey is out of pocket and out of order, and she's hypocritical and she crazy. But when Teresa releases anything, i.e. those yoga pants, that cookbook, the tree huggers come out in droves and they support her. And a lot of times I've seen people of that demographic who watch that show say how kind Teresa is off the show. And we don't see Teresa on the internet showing her ass the way we see Lisa Rinna does. Same with Kenya. So it's like you have two people who like people probably will see like as polarizing on different franchises or series of Real Housewives, but they can still have their products move. And I think that's what people have been saying about Rinna. No one can see the difference between your personality. based on off the show and on the show. And it doesn't vibe well for you when you're trying to hawk products. And Lisa Rinna is right. She'll be Lisa Rinna off the show. She was Lisa Rinna before the show, and she'll be Lisa Rinna off the show. But will you still get the same respect? And like, will you be able to move the way you did before the show? And I don't think she will. I don't know if Lisa Rinna is going to be back. I think if she does come back, Lisa Rinna is going to have to move differently, as well as she's going to have to understand that she's no longer what the people respect or care about anymore. She's not that girl. And like I said in my last review, it's because Lisa Rinna, when she stepped up on the scene, Lisa Rinna held everybody accountable. She held everybody accountable. But ever since she got into that alliance with the Fox 4-5 or whoever, whatever they want to call themselves, she has no longer held her group of friends accountable. She holds everyone outside of them accountable, and it's hypocritical, and it makes everybody look at Lisa Rinna weird, because it's like, that's not how you were when you got on this show. And when you're off the show and you're online, you don't own it the way you say you own it, the way you want the ladies to own it. But yeah, y'all, those are my thoughts. I don't know. Like I said, I think Lisa Rinna is on her way out. I think she's going to be put on pause. And I think if she does get put on pause or demoted, we're going to see Lisa Rinna lose her entire mind on the internet. Because she's slowly getting to it. Because she had that moment with the Dubai ladies, and then now this, and then before the whole Dubai thing, she was liking like racially charged tweets about Garcelle and things of that nature. And it's like, we're gonna see her lose her mind if they do let her go. I believe it. But yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic and drop down in them comments below. Bye.